What's up, guys? Today we got a really cool video. We're back at Mobile Tool Network. We're at their warehouse and it is completely full of tools. Today we're going to do a little something different. Corey's let me pick kind of a sale that they're going to run for their fall sale, and we got a lot of really good, cool tools for you guys. That way you can show it to your dealer. If they're not part of the Mobile Tool Network, they can get involved in it and save some money on some tools that you guys are wanting. So let's take a look. Come on. All right, guys, so we're at the warehouse. You can see they got tons of inventory. Look at all the Nepro stuff they got. And here is Corey. So today, Corey's like, hey, I want to run a cool fall sale. So he's like, let's pick out some cool products and we'll show them all to the guys. And I'm gonna let Corey take it because this is really cool.
So one of the things that we love to do at Mobile Tool Network is work really close with the manufacturers to get new tools early. So this is one that if you've been on a tool truck in the last 4 years, you've seen Vim's SPM 100. So their master spark plug set. So this is the brand new one, the SPM 100, the magnetic spark plug master set, 13 piece. See the magnetic in there. It's a beautiful set.
So it's got a couple of universals here. It's got a 14, a 9/16, and a 5/8 universal. It's got all the sizes and some extra deep ones. Very nice set. What was the part number of this?
SPM 100. Cool. Brand new set. This set just hit the United States. We're really excited about it. So obviously Vim's close friends of ours. We've got a lot of Vim stuff we're going to be putting on sale this weekend. Obviously, the ever popular WE15. We'd love to try to keep these in stock. Sometimes they run out all over the country. We've been working really hard to stay ahead.
And for you guys that don't know what this is, grab one of those wrenches over there and we can show. This is like them. I love them because their part numbers actually make sense. It's a 15-inch wrench extender. And the way that works, you put it on your wrench, and now your wrench is 15 inches longer. It's not going to slip off. Much safer than locking the two wrenches together with opening a box end, and it's got a comfort grip handle on it.
Great.
I think Vim is the only tool company in the world, their part numbers actually make sense. It's like everybody else takes some like dice with letters and numbers on it and throws it on a table, and whatever it turns up is the part number. So
it is funny, and it's most companies don't even. Everyone has a rhyme or reason why they do it, and sometimes they actually send us codes and keys to unlock the codes to their. Right. I think Koken just sent us this is the code to the key to our code.
Vim's smart. They're like, if it's a wrench extender, let's call it WE. If it's 15 inches long, it's a WE15.
That's right. So this is the new FRBS 89. So let's talk about bits for a second, Clay.
Yeah, let's talk about bits. So everything that's going to be on this table here is what's going to be in their fall sale. So we're going to go through it all and show you, and I'll show you some little secrets what we did here. So let's talk about the FRBS 89, which in my opinion is the most comprehensive bit set on the market.
Well, you know, we had the VHC 77 for years, and it had a ton of bits, but there was always a couple extra needs, and so Vim went to work and found us. Like, this looks familiar to a lot of people right now, right? But this is the most complete set out there.
All right, so let's show everybody what makes this bit ratchet unique.
Okay, so you see this little white dot right here? You line that up
with the serrated part.
With the serrated part right here. Okay, you line it up with the white part, and then it will go all. So if you don't line it up, it goes right there, and then it's like that.
An extension.
Yep. So line that up with the serrated part, and then it goes all the way through, and then you have a T.
Right. So you can put bits here, have leverage here, or you can turn it 1/4 of the way around, and it makes an extension like you had it before. and you put the bits in here, and that becomes your handle.
Yep, and then, or you can turn it into a ratchet. So motorcycle guys love these, especially because they have the sockets in here as well. So you don't have to go back to your 10 or your small sockets.
And they go from a 5, this is a 1/4-inch adapter to turn it into where you can put a socket on that.
Yep.
So it goes from a 5, 5.5, all the way up to a 10mm socket set. So it's got the ratchet and the extension / T-handle, but it also comes with a 1/4-inch bit adapter. But check out the bits. It's got clutch bits, Robertson bits. It's got triple squares, Phillips heads, security Torx, security hex, like Torx Plus. I mean,
everything.
Anything you want.
Yeah. We're gonna break everybody's heart though. These aren't impact These aren't impact bits. They're not impact bits. They're not impact bits.
So
this doesn't mean it's an impact bit, right?
So when we decided to put this in the fall sale, I said, wait a minute. Some guys may have a bit set.
Yep.
They may just want the ratchet.
Ooh, yeah.
So here's what we got. Check this out. So you can order just the micro bit ratchet, which is a FRB 400K. It comes with this piece as well as the adapter. So what if you say, oh, that's cool, but I may not need that? What about a micro ratchet to go with it, which is a HBR3? As you can see, it's an ultra low profile. Get in tight spaces. When you put a bit in this thing, it's hardly nothing there.
I think a lot of people always forget too that because it's because of the drives in these, they have an HBR3, HBR5, HBR8. They have a whole range of these.
And that's just the length of it. So.
And they already fit a lot of the stuff in your toolbox. These things are fabulous to have around.
So for the guys that don't need that, maybe you need a cool magnetic bit holder for some of the bits you have. So Corey and them has got these mechanics time savers. They come in orange, blue, green, and red. Super affordable, very nice.
So have you talked about what happened with Mechanics Time Saver recently?
No.
So what we were told is that Mechanics Time Saver is no longer working with Matco.
Yeah, they got a divorce.
And so. I don't know who's keeping the kids, but we got a whole bunch of Mechanics Time Saver stuff simply because guys need these. These are fabulous products.
So one of the things that we come up with is when we was doing this fall sale, these are actually screwdriver holders. You see they're magnetic screwdriver holders. And the way it works is where you put a screwdriver on the handle this way, one handle that way. Yep. But what I found these work better at in your toolbox drawer is wrench holders. Because they'll go in there, they'll hold it secure. The magnet on the bottom of these will hold it to your toolbox drawer. You slam the drawer, your wrenches don't go everywhere. They work for screwdrivers or wrenches, depending on what you want to use it for. I personally think they make the best wrench racks.
Yep, these are fabulous pieces. We sell a lot of red, green, and blue. Okay.
Actually, this is green.
This is green. There we go, baby.
They called it red, but it's green.
And I believe that we're the only ones in the country that have these green ones.
Okay.
Okay. When I called them and got these, they were the last ones they had. So fabulous.
So I want to go over some of the other stuff. Okay. We covered the FRBS 89 and the new magnetic spark plug set.
Okay.
So they've got these cool Mueller cups trays. So I told Corey what would be cool is when these trays are built, if they had a magnet panel here, right? So here's what you can do. You can take this magnetic panel, which is a Mechanics Time Saver 12x6, is perfect. It fits inside of this space. But what's even cooler, you take these 4 screws out right here, take the plastic piece off. It's got a metal bottom. Put the magnetic tray on the metal bottom, put your tray back on, and now you have a magnetic surface that's easy to clean. So they put together this sale as a bundle. So
this is what we're gonna do.
They come
So
together.
I've got 4 pallets of these trays behind me that came in today. For the trucks that buy these during this sale, we're going to include this magnet panel.
Right.
So guys who they sell them to can unscrew 4 bolts, put this underneath, and you know, someday somebody's going to make one with a magnet top, but we're going to help you guys make them yourselves.
So that's one of the things that when we was brainstorming on this super sale that Corey and them's doing, like every single one of these tools that I picked out, and they're great stuff. So I want to cover some of them. I know everybody knows I'm a fan of the Cobra pliers. I love Cobras. These are the 22-inch Cobra XLs. So these things open up an ungodly amount. Yes, I know they're expensive. They are a fantastic tool. It's not something you're going to use every day, but when you need it, this thing is priceless. Guys that work on Caterpillars know that Caterpillars tighten their oil filters up as they drive. It's just the way God made them. I don't understand it. They're a bitch to get loose. These are your buddies. One of the other things is one of my favorite tools by Knipex is the 7803-125.
What does the 125 mean?
That is the length of it.
So we're speaking code here, right?
Speaking code. That's actually millimeters.
Millimeters.
So anyway, these are flush cuts. Obviously, they're the comfort grip handle. If you don't own a set of these, you need a set, because these things are your best friend with cutting electrical wire, or even better than that, cutting zip ties.
They come in at one size larger, but the smaller set's a better price. It's a better value.
So anyway, Corey's like, just pick some of your favorite tools. So I was like a kid in a candy store today. I got to pick out all the cool stuff. And this is a really cool set. If you can read that, let me know, because I can't read it. But I know it's a cool set because it comes in the foam tray. And check this out. You got a pair of dikes. We all like dikes. You got a pair of I call them half-breed needle nose. Great tool. But check this out. Everybody needs a pair of long, extended reach needle nose.
So why are these so important to new guys?
It's
Where
just
you use that
to
on?
get in access areas, to get stuff. And like the 45 degree, great tools. They're Knipex, and you guys know all three tool trucks, if they're sold on Cornwell, they're sold on Snap-on, they're sold on Matco, they're sold on Mack trucks. There's a reason why Knipex is chosen by every single brand, right? Because they're by far the best pliers in the world.
If you find yourself reaching for this 45 degree and you have the smaller set, the longer set, you'll find yourself pulling that out too.
So it's just something a little bit different, because I always brag about Knipex Cobras. Every time I do a video almost, I talk about Knipex. Well, there's a reason they work. These are 4 unique pliers that everybody should have. Obviously, you're not going to use these every day, but when you need them, they're going to pay off for you. One of the other items that I picked, if you don't own a set of these, like you're missing out. These are amazing tools. It's a 3-wire magnetic Tesla kit, meaning the back of it's magnetic. You can pull them out. You get ready to wind them up. You just twist it and they wind back up. You don't ever have to worry about having a good ground. You always got it without. Some IPA stuff. For you guys that don't know what this tool is, you're missing out. It's a grease joint rejuvenator kit. The way it works, you fill it full. I've heard a lot of different people interject what they prefer to use. I've heard transmission fluid, I've heard motor oil, I've heard packet full of grease. Everybody's got their home remedy. But the way this works, you put it over your Zerk fitting that's frozen, push it down, seat it, you hit it, and it frees up the Zerk fitting. So these grease joint rejuvenator kits are amazing. This is the master kit. It comes with a flexible end, comes with a pocket one. It's got a couple of different adapters.
Got an extender there.
It's just
for tool truck
quality tool.
For tool trucks that call us a lot, if you're servicing Bobcats, agriculture, like you're servicing RDO or John Deere dealerships, Caterpillar, whatever it is, those locations, those techs at those locations, they need that tool.
Well, I mean, it just saves you a lot of time, right? Because, if you can free up a Zerk fitting versus having to replace it, it saves you time. This is a completely different tool. It's a trailer light tester. It's also made by IPA. It's just a good tool. This is a USA made tool. It comes with a box. You put a battery in it. You can test your trailer lights out in the field without having a tractor connected to it. You can see the picture here, how they do it. It just saves you a lot of time. You don't have to move the truck in there to check the trailer connections. Put this on there. It's got a dial where you can switch it to test, turn signal, brake lights, all of that stuff. Just it's a convenience factor to not have to move a piece of equipment to do your test on a truck. Obviously, we talked about the mechanics time saver wrench racks. They're marketed as screwdriver racks, but they're excellent wrench racks. The bit sets are great. We talked about the wrench extender. This is a really awesome tray. Like I said, I know you guys know I'm a fan of them. They're a great company. They're great people that own it. They stand behind the stuff they sell, and they're very innovative in their products. So what they've done, they've made this metal tray, and they've put these magnet rails on there. These are super strong magnetic rails. Obviously, this is blue because I love blue tools. You can use them with the pegs, like they have shown here. And this is actually a metal peg. I've showed them several times on my channel. It goes into the T-slot and it tightens down with a plastic cap, so the posts are not going to break off. I personally like them without the pegs. I think the pegs are great for accountability, but if you fill it full of sockets and you got an empty hole, you're missing one. They hold the tools, pick them up with a handle, you're not gonna have to work. And this is a very, very affordable set to purchase. The brake bleeder set, you guys have seen this on some of the flagship tool trucks. It's a great set.
I don't know if there's a better value.
Right, they did a great job with the angle on these. If you price these on a tool truck and then you price the VM set, you'll see why I'm such a fan of VIM stuff. This part number is BB500. Imagine that, brake bleeder 500, 5-piece set. Great tools. It's excellent value in that set. This is something that a lot of guys overlook. A lot of times guys need a 1/4-inch impact, but they don't own a 1/4-inch impact. They own a 1/4-inch bit driver. And the way they're making bit drivers now, they're just as strong as the impacts. So a PLA 36 gives you the versatility of all of it. The 1/4-inch shank will go in your bit driver. It's got a 1/4-inch adapter so you can put your sockets on it. It looks like a 3-inch and a 6-inch. Great value for the money. Instead of spending $300 on a 1/4-inch impact, use your bit driver that you have. Double use on your tool. Get more money, out of your tool. More VIM stuff. You guys may have seen these on the Snap-on truck labeled as Blue Point. Very good set. This is the Torx bit set. Comes with the adapter. I like the compact case. Like, you're not gonna lose your bits. It's always great to have that.
The next one's my favorite.
Yeah, I
get a lot of call for this one.
This is a really cool set. Like, VM did a great job designing the case on this as well. As you can see, it's ball Torx and ball Allens all in one kit.
Oh, that is a beautiful set.
Comes with adapter. For you guys that don't know about ball Torx or hex, it's a fantastic thing. Where a normal Torx or a hex has to go straight down in something, the ball allows it to set back at a pretty good angle for tight reach areas, and you're still able to get it out.
You got to be careful at that angle.
Well, I mean, obviously, the more you got anything angled, the less surface contact's inside.
Yep.
But, they work great if you can pull a bit or a screw out without having to remove a component, because you can get in there at an angle. It saves you time, saves you, a lot of trouble. This set is a VIS 112. Fantastic set. And for you green lovers, they got you covered. Some of the other stuff that I picked out is kind of different. I want to start back here at the back. And I've actually got this one open. We've seen the wedge lights. These are black. They also have the coyote color. Comes with a lanyard, USB charger. The pocket clip can be switched to this side. As you can see, the holes. So if you're right-handed or left-handed, depending on which pocket you prefer to wear it in, it's a great tool. It feels good in your hand. It's a flashlight that's shaped like a pocket knife. I mean, it's just a great idea. And we all know the reliability of Streamlights. You just can't beat a Streamlight. It runs 350 lumens 300 lumens on low, 1,000 lumens on high. You simply flip the switch. First position is 300 lumens. You have to push and hold it forward, and that's 1,000 lumens. Really cool lights. It's kind of new from Streamlight, and it's something pretty cool. Like I said, I appreciate Corey and them letting me pick out kind of their fall sale, because it was fun to get to play in a tool warehouse all day. Obviously, if you guys have watched my channel, you know I'm a fan of the Micro Stream. 250 lumens, super small compact light, rechargeable, just can't beat it. These come in several different colors. I don't know really what all colors they have, but they're different colors. We showed this on my channel. Metco Michael showed them and did a feature on them. These things are amazing. 325 lumens and a small pocket light. It is rechargeable. It's got a little flap here on the side. You pull it open and you can recharge it with the USB charging port. 325 lumens on the lights you can leave on the keychain is pretty cool.
Holidays are coming up. Those are like the most amazing holiday items.
Exactly. Comes in pink, blue, and silver, and they're cool. I thought there was something neat for guys that kind of like techie stuff.
Can you really have a big sale without Streamlight items?
Exactly.
I don't think you can.
So Corey come up with this bundle today, because you guys know I'm a fan of Power Probe. And this is a BOGO deal, right?
Yep.
So you buy the Power Probe 4, which we all know that Power Probe is a time-saving tool. If you're doing electrical work, always check your ground first. It seems to always be the ground, and you can apply it with that tool. Power Probe 4 kit comes in a plastic case, and you get a set of the piercing probes for free with the Power Probe purchase. So saves you, I don't know, probably 40, 50 bucks with a purchase of that. So that's a cool deal that they're running. We picked some Wera stuff just because, well, one of them because it's super cool. I'll start with this set. This is a limited edition color. I know it looks black on here, but it's blue. So it's kind of the red, white, and blue theme. I've showed these several times on my channel. The laser tips are by far the most amazing grip that you'll get on a screwdriver tip. It comes with the stand that you can put on the side of your toolbox. For those that see my roll cart tour has seen that on there. But this set comes with a free bottle opener. So it's cool looking. They feel good. They're good tools, you know. That was one of the things. We all like colorful stuff, so these L keys are pretty cool. It comes in the SAE and the metric. Both of them are 9-piece sets.
A lot of those get purchased together, right?
And the case is really cool on these. The way it works, it's got a flip up a button that unlocks it so you can flip it open. They have the ball end as well as the straight end, so you can get in tighter areas with it. And this is the Torx version of the L keys. So that's pretty cool. You can see, for you guys that may not know what I'm calling Allen's, it's called Hex as well. That's the shape of it. And the Torx obviously is the star. So those are some cool stuff from Wera. Man, we got a lot of good stuff. Like, this is an awesome product. We actually talked about this the other day on Joe's video. They're made by IPA. This is a 2-inch diamond wheel, grinding, cutting, whatever. It won't break, and it'll last 60 times longer than normal wheels. You don't have to worry about them shattering. The arbor's made onto it. Slap that bad boy in your air grinder or your Milwaukee grinder. Cut, grind, whatever you want to do. As you can see, it will not break, deform, or dull. Can't beat that. Told you it wouldn't break. But that's a great product. As always, this is the biggest thing that's ever happened to drill bit technology. These are made in USA bits, made by Norseman. They go from 1/16 all the way up to 1/2. You can see the spiral cut on it that's like the Matco Hyperstep bits. Like I say, these are made in USA, so you're actually getting a USA made product. It's the 29-piece set, so it'll have you covered in all your sizes and a good case. Because these are made in USA, you can also get a USA-made spring punch. This is the 5,000 PSI heavy-duty spring punch. You guys know when we first started showing these, they was Snap-on, sold on the Snap-on truck when we was doing our Snap-on Friday videos. Spring Tool made them for Snap-on, the exact same thing, except you're not paying for the Snap-on tax to have the name on it. So you buy these, you get one of these. So
I think that's the
great
best
tools.
drill bit deal in the USA right there.
They're awesome. Definitely awesome. The next thing I want to show is probably the most overlooked set of tools anybody could ever ask for. We've all been there working on charge air coolers, air to air, whatever you want to call it. You need an extra deep socket, and CTA is the leader of that. It goes from a 6mm all the way up to a 21mm. It comes with the 3/8 to 1/2 inch adapter and a 1/4 to 3/8 adapter, all in one kit. Boys, these ain't cheap sockets. These are good sockets. If you need an extra long, extra deep socket set, right here's your answer. The part number is 1189 from CTA. 18 pieces of goodness in this red box. Another thing that I looked at, and I've got these myself, they come in red, blue, and black, or socket straps. For you guys working on a lift, we've all been there 100 times. You're trying to balance your sockets on the lift arm. Shit happens, they get knocked down, sockets get lost. The way these work, you stick them on your lift arm as you're working, like it's a stout magnet, okay? It'll hold your sockets in place. It'll hold your wrenches in place, so you don't have to worry about them falling in the floor. They're rubber coated. It's not going to scratch anything. It's not going to scratch your sockets if you're worried about your chrome sockets getting scratched. It'll hold very large sockets, 1.5 inches, 1 3/4 inches. It's got a good wide spot for it. It'll hold a lot of your wrenches, your pliers, screwdrivers, whatever. The reason why I picked the large size, you can put small sockets in a large one. You can't put large sockets in the small ones. So these are cool products. They're made in USA. Socket straps. All 3 colors will be on sale. I'm gonna let you talk about this when we get there, and I'll just kind of run through the rest of the stuff. Toolbox organization trays. This one's made by Vim. It's the V510. In my opinion, this is one of the best toolbox trays made. It's rigid plastic, lots of different sizes for some of your miscellaneous tools to keep in there. It fits pretty much any toolbox drawer. They've made it shallow, so it'll fit in your shallow drawers. Super affordable, very high quality stuff, and it works well. Like a lot of them, they have a lot of the bigger, like the, if it's just divided in 4, it's really not doing you any good.
Yeah.
The way they laid these out, like they did a good job. Somebody actually used their brain when they decided to lay this out and made it for guys to use for tools. We picked a couple of Astro things, just because Astro makes great tools. This is the 1/4 3/8 external Torx socket set by Astro. E-Torx has become a big thing, and a lot of guys spend a lot of money on those when they can save a lot of money by going with the Astro set.
Those bits have a lifetime warranty too, don't they?
Yeah.
The sockets.
The Astro makes great tools. I mean, they're extra short to get in tight spaces. And here is the nano sockets. For you guys that may not know, these things are super, super short. And the reason why I picked these to go on sale is because we got something really cool here. Now, I haven't used this tool. I did play with one here, but I haven't used it. I can get it open here.
This is an interesting tool, because I think as tool fanatics and guys who just love tools, this is a tool that I think we're all trying to see. We want to see what the technicians out there are gonna do with this.
Yeah, I mean, look how little that is. It's a 3/8 drive. Obviously, this is what applies to air pressure. It's got your reverse and forward on the back and how hard or how much airflow it lets through. But it's a palm impact. You know, it's super,
So is that thing gonna sit there and rattle in your hand? Is that
super compact?
Yeah.
You know, it has 445 foot-pounds of torque. So you can get up in there, remote trigger it. It's cool. Like I say, I haven't used one personally. I think it's a great idea. It's a neat concept. I'm kind of excited about hearing, you know, the feedback of how well it works in the field once guys get to, you know, putting it through its paces and beating on it. But it's a cool tool. And with the nano sockets, it's going to allow you to get in super shallow, tight areas. That's really
I
cool.
think even our friends at Astro are going to be really interested to see what the comments are on that tool.
Yeah, it's definitely different. So this is a cool tool. It's the air sander, belt sander. It's a 1/2 inch belt, 18 inches long. You know, body guys are going to love this, but I mean, there's a ton of different uses that you could use this tool for around the shop. And you guys carry the replacement belts for them.
Yep, mhm.
So it's not going to be hard to find the belts. Those are cool. This is a cool concept. I've showed it several times on my channel. It's the bolster flexible tray. You're working on jobs, you can use this part to push your bolts in to remember where they go.
Mm-hmm.
It's got small ones for screws. It's even got a place where you can put whatever you want to in it. It's flexible, it's silicone, it's not going to mess up, it's easy to clean. So a great product there. The next thing we got is some cool Mueller stuff. I can bring it over there if you need me to, whatever is easier on you. Everybody needs a brake caliper hanger. These are cool. You know, the colors of them's awesome. But they got orange and neon green. You know, these things is worth a lot of trouble when you're doing brake jobs. This is a really cool thing. It's a flexible magnetic pickup tool. It's completely flexible. Like that's, you can actually bend it to stay in shape. It's really cool idea. This, if you guys that's been watching my channel a long time, will think back, I had Matco Michael order me one of these. And actually me and Bill bought one at the same time. These are by far the best valve core tools you'll ever buy, ever. They look cheap, but they work the best. Just the engagement, the way they lock onto the valve core, these things, if they cost 20 bucks a piece, will be worth the money. They're super affordable. I actually like the grip on it. When I first got them, I was kind of unsure, but if you'll notice as I turn them, they got the places for your finger. Like you can strip a valve core out with these. They really work well, and they're extremely cheap. If you're a tool truck and you don't have these on there, get these on there, because these things will sell because they're the best valve core tool made. Of course, we showed some of it, the right wrenches that you guys offer. And what's cool is they sell big right wrenches. So for you guys that don't know about right grip, it's a lot easier to show how the teeth are made on the big bad 2 1/4 inch wrench. Right grips right tools is made in the United States. They're made in Burberton, Ohio, I believe, right? So you're getting a USA made product. The Right Grip 2.0 will not disappoint you in the way that it grips the bolts. Excuse me. But they have the full polish sets. They have the satin sets and metric and SAE. And we're not going to talk price on here because Mobile Tool Network only sells to tool trucks. But they've got a bundle deal with the metric and SAE that is ungodly in the pricing that anybody that would purchase tools from a tool truck would feel like they're getting a value in that set. So I'll let Corey kind of go over these Koken tools here. because one of them is really special.
All right, so I'll start here then. So, get this out. So these look different than all the other hex bits that we have. Obviously, we sell a lot of different style. Vim has a great extended set, but this one right here, we got the lock rings on there, on the tip there. So it's gonna go inside, and it's gonna lock on. It's gonna give some pressure to that fastener, so you can pull that right off of there.
Yep. Those things are fabulous, guys.
I will say, you know, out of a lot of the new vendors that we've picked up recently, Koken's one of the most innovative. And what I love about Koken is they innovate with simplicity.
Yes, yeah, it's not something overly complicated.
No.
And we'll show you that with the next set that they have. But I mean, you think some dude sat there with a Dremel and cut a groove in there and put a snap ring around it and made it so you don't drop your bolts. It's a great idea.
So these are special, and I know Clay's talked about these on the channel a lot, but again, Koken innovates with simplicity. Now, everyone sees these rings and thinks they're just for grip, but these are actually their new nut grip. Well, I don't know how new they are, but they're their nut grip. You can see the ball in there. So when you put a fastener in there, it clicks in. Again, innovation with simplicity. Magnets are amazing, right? We have a lot of great magnetic sockets. However, these are easy to clean.
Yep, they're not going to get trash in them that sticks to the magnet. So they wrapped a spring around this groove, and inside they put 2 BBs in there, one on each side, one there and one there. And it just puts pressure on the outside of the bolt or nut so you don't drop it. It's a fantastic idea. But the problem with Koken, all of their sets skip sizes.
Yep.
Like when I was looking at purchasing a Koken set, I'm like, shit, why do they now have a 16? Or why do they now have this size? So this is a cool story. Corey gets with Koken and says, I like your product, but if you want us to sell them, our customers demand no skips. So they did an exclusive set for Mobile Tool Network. So it goes from an 8
to 19.
19, no skip sizes.
So a lot of the Japanese sets don't have the 15 millimeter, and so we added the 15 millimeter to this because this is a fabulous set. Like if you're looking for a mid-size depth socket set that for, you know, you're like sick of losing fasteners, this is the one to go with.
So I don't care if you got 50 sets of chrome sockets.
No,
you have room in your box for this set just for the nut grip.
Yes, so. This is actually the. I was actually gonna, at the end of this, we'll play a game, but I was wondering what Clay's favorite tool on the table was. Like, actually, I was thinking in my mind, like, if I was gonna guess blindly what Clay's favorite tool on the table is, I actually think I know which one it is. So, Koken again. So, what I love about these is they have the feel. This is what, in my opinion, they feel like a Matco. They're strong as a snap-on. That's one of the things that I like to say to people. It's got the flex head. You see how that clicks? Goes all the way to a 90. We have some people who send us ratchets. They don't really go all the way, but this constant pressure has a really good feel.
See, it's got a ball, I call it a BB, ball bearing, whatever you want to call it, but inside of there is a spring, and it pushes tension against this, but they actually go a step further. Instead of making it lock in, they put a detent. So when you push it in there, it clicks in and locks in.
Yep, really good handles.
Fabulous ratchets.
These are dual pawl 72 teeth, but they feel, they just have a feel that you just are second to none. So we've had fabulous time with these. Now, we worked out a special deal with Coconut. They're going to warranty the guts of the. So these Japanese made ratchet, top quality, and we're going to lifetime warranty the heads for you.
There you go.
I don't know what else you're going to ask for.
Unless you lose it or somebody steals it, you never have to buy another one. This is the coolest ratchet.
Is it?
Yes, this ratchet is the coolest.
Okay,
ratchet.
So everyone knows, like, we used to do a lot with knee pros. They had one of the best tools was a 1/4-inch head with a 3/8 ratchet, and then we saw this.
Yeah.
Look at the size of this head.
This thing is tiny.
With a 3/8 ratchet. Look at the clearance there.
Hold it in your hand so people can see how small that is.
Look
so
at
you
that.
get a flex head. But listen, let me get real close so we can hear it. I can't even hear it. That is the finest tooth in there. That is the smoothest ratchet. That is hands down, by far, the coolest ratchet made today.
It is, just feels it's an amazing ratchet. So everyone who's out there that's looking to add that next ratchet that no one else in the shop has, this is the one. So I'm going to tell you the part number, 2762Z.
All right, now this is /38, so that means it's got the 3/8 head on it. If you order the 2726Z, you get this ratchet but a 1/4 inch drive in it.
So we have a bunch of these coming in for you boys. These are going to fly off the shelves. We're really excited about them. And again, like,
so if you're a tool dealer and you want to sell some sockets, some hex drives, and some ratchets, order these to go on your truck to give your guys some variety, okay? Because if you demo these, if you put these on your truck and you put the 10mm out and you put a bolt beside it where guys can feel the engagement, the way that ball bearing and springs work, you just sold that set. And that's the only place you can get this set is Mobile Tool Network.
that's right.
If you can't sell these ratchets, you need to shut the doors on your tool truck, go to Walmart and get an application and start pushing buggies in. Because if you have these ratchets on your truck and they're laying there, they'll sell. The only way you won't sell them is put them in a toolbox drawer and don't let nobody feel them.
That's right. You know, one of the things that we've been seeing a lot more of is like trucks are having Mobile Tool Network shelves in their trucks, right? Like it's all of our tools.
Because I'll be honest with you, I'm a ratchet guy.
I know you are.
I've got every damn ratchet made in every configuration you can ask for. The minute I seen that ratchet, I said, that's a bad dude. That is a cool ratchet.
They actually even have a couple other ratchet heads, some crow's foot stuff that is just amazing. And we don't have any because we keep selling out of it. But next time you come to town, we'll show them off.
So for you guys that are looking to add something to your truck, because every tool truck I've ever talked to has got that group of guys.
Yeah.
It has everything.
That's right.
They don't even want to come on the truck because you ain't got shit to offer them other than licorice and candy bars. That's it.
That's right.
They ain't got these, boys.
They do not.
They ain't got these. So if you got these on your tool truck and you can't sell them, I don't know, man. Maybe pumping gas.
Do you know about our tool trucks? We work, obviously. Clay just said earlier, we only sell the tool trucks. We do have a buyback guarantee. If you can't sell this, one, you need to go to Walmart and start working there. But two, you can send it back if you need to.
So I want to talk about that again in just a second, but I want to finish my goodie piles that I have out here. So I picked another Vim tool, but Corey has bundled it with a not Vim tool that I picked out. So I love this set right here. For you guys that's watched my channel, knows that I own this set, but it's branded Matco. So I paid the Matco tax on it. I paid more than I should have for it, but it was on the truck. I wanted it. I liked it. Here it is. So this is the same set. What's cool about this is obviously your roll pin punches, your regular center punches, your solid punch, and your chisels. But the way this works, everybody has done this, and it only happens when it's really cold weather and it hurts like hell. You mess up and you slip and you hit your hand, right? So you take this tool, you insert your chisels and your punches in it, and you can beat till the cows come home. And if you hit it, it don't even cry.
And so there's a nylon tip in there, so it's not gonna mar up, because these are gonna move in there a little bit if you don't keep them tight. But you also don't want to take off that oxide finish off of your punches if you don't have to. So fabulous tool.
See, I don't care about taking the finish off the punches. I don't want to take the finish off my finger.
My fingers?
That's right.
That's right.
I won't mess up my manicure, man. So that's an awesome Vim tool. And let me give you a part number on the Vim tool if you've already got the punches, because you guys need to have one of these.
V160.
Okay.
So let's play the game now. So how about this? If you can guess my favorite tool on the table, I'll give you this ratchet.
Okay.
If I can guess your favorite tool, you have to pay for the ratchet.
All right.
Okay?
You ready to lose that ratchet?
I think I know. Okay.
You ready? Let me pick your favorite first.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Turn around, and that way I'll make sure you're not cheating. Okay. I just pointed to the camera what I think it is. So you grab, or do you want me to hand you the tool that I picked?
Hold on. I got to make sure I got my favorite tool here.
Oh,
it's hard as a tool man, because most tool trucks will say this is my favorite tool, but in reality, every tool truck's favorite tool.
Right or wrong?
Right.
Sweet.
Tool man in our world, Simple fact is your favorite tool is the tool you sell the most.
Sweet.
Most
sweet,
of the
sweet.
time.
All right. So, what do you think my favorite tool is?
I know what your favorite tool is. And then I know your second favorite tool.
All right, let me see
It's,
it.
it's super simple for me. So obviously this ratchet,
Yeah,
but it's this combination right here.
you were dead on. So, since we were both right, does that mean that I just don't win the ratchet?
No, I just...
I tell you, let's do this,
Let's
okay?
do
How
it.
about that? Because you was willing to give me the ratchet, and I was willing to buy the ratchet.
Okay.
What if we have a random comment?
Okay.
Whoever wins it, or whoever we just scroll down and pick. So you guys start leaving some comments. I want to win that ratchet. Whoever I pick that left a comment will win that ratchet.
Okay, but let's show the manufacturer some love a little bit, okay?
Okay.
So you got to tag Koken.
Yeah.
You tag our friends at Koken in your and just
I think it's at Koken USA.
at Koken USA. Make sure it's at Koken USA, and we'll send this ratchet out to somebody. Okay.
There you go. How about that? That way, not only does Corey lose, I lose, you guys win. So
That's right.
I want to win that ratchet at Koken USA, and boom, somebody's going to win the coolest ratchet you'll ever put your hands on. 2726Z/3/8. Is that right?
That's right.
So right there's the box for it. Bam, that's an amazing tool. All right, so obviously you guys have massively grown since the last time I come here.
Yes. Do you want to take a quick walk down the aisle?
Sure. Hey, if you got time, I got time.
It's a little dark. We gotten so big it's gotten dark. Lang, Vim, Nipex. We really try to add tools as much as we possibly can.
Let me see if I can make my camera wider, because you guys got a lot of tools in this place.
Yes.
So
if it sells off a tool truck, we try to have it. You know, we're growing every day. I mean, I don't know if anyone has any clue how much we work hard for our vendors to make sure that we're honoring and keeping. We just like to take care of our vendors because they take care of us. So this is like a kid in a candy store, right?
dude, like when Corey's like, I'm going to let you pick the products, you walk around. I needed a shopping cart because like everything in here is really good. And they've got a lot of stock. They got NoCo stuff. I'm just going to walk around if you're cool with that. All this is Spring Tool stuff. And this is amazing because you guys know I'm a fan of Spring Tool. The owner of Spring Tool is a great guy. All of this is Wera stuff. All of that down there is Koken stuff. Smoke Monster, for you guys that don't know about Smoke Monster, they carry it. All this is Streamlight stuff on these shelves. Let me walk over here to the Smoke Monster stuff. Obviously, it's a competitor Redline, but Smoke Monster is much more affordable. They have the Elf. They have the, what is it, Air Junior?
Yep.
And what is the big one, the Turbo?
Yep.
Okay. So if you guys are looking for some Smoke Monster stuff, or adding a smoke machine to your shop, have your tool dealer contact Mobile Tool Network and save some money on a great affordable smoke machine. So this is a section that I think is really cool because this is all of their trusty cook hammers.
Yes.
So every one of these hammers are made in the USA. You know, we've talked about it before on my channel. I'm sure you guys have seen it. These hammers are amazing. The length of the handle is great. They're good quality hammers, and they're rebranded on lots of tool trucks.
This is a new tool. So one of the things that we have is we carry every color Trusty Cook makes, including orange. It's a new color. We actually have some exclusive colors coming from Trusty Cook in the next couple months.
Can you talk a little bit about, let's don't tell everybody the color,
Okay.
because I'm coming to SEMA.
Yep.
And we will shoot a video at SEMA and unveil the color.
Yep.
But it's only sold to mobile tool trucks.
That's right.
How many is it?
How many colors?
No. How many hammers are you having
We're
done?
gonna have 3 exclusive hammers in a new color that will be only sold on mobile tool trucks because we want to. I mean, mobile tool trucks have very few tools these days that are only sold off their trucks.
Yeah.
So we're trying to team up with as many manufacturers as we can to give us something that allows you to have an edge that they can't buy online.
And guys, I'm going to tell you, the color is cool. Like, it's cool. So they have check these out. The battery boot covers for all the Milwaukee stuff. They got it for the 2767s. They got it for the stubbies. They got it for the drills. They got it for the 1/4-inch bit drivers. I think they have a boot cover pretty much for everything Milwaukee makes.
So every pallet down this wall is next month's promos. So one of the things we're trying to do as well is plan promos. So again, we can't always get you something exclusive as a tool truck. We can't always get you something exclusive. Like, we want to have exclusive tools for our customers. But we basically put all next month's promos on the wall, and they come onto when we launch them online, they come into the shelves and start getting picked.
And then back here's all the Mayhew stuff.
All the Mayhew Mechanics Time Savers.
Way down on this side, all this is Mechanics Time Savers. All the way through there, it's just boxes and boxes. This is some really cool stuff. Let's show that little scout light.
Yeah,
because this is cool. Like, we love Maxion. For you guys that's watched my channel, this was the very first. You got one of these in red that's out that we can see.
We've got the 900.
Well, you guys know. I mean, hell, you're smart enough to know. This was the first purchase I made off the Snap-on truck. Obviously, it wasn't a Maxion brand, but it was the Snap-on brand. That was the first tool that I bought off the Snap-on truck. The Cyclops lights are amazing lights.
I wanted to show you guys. These are newer lights. They're Luma sticks. This is the smallest one, but this light right here, these have come on insanely strong. One of the things that Maxion is the best at is getting a really high quality light at a really good price.
Yeah.
And they back it with a warranty. Okay. Really beautiful light. 6-in-1 light.
Oh yeah, that's nice.
And then on here, no matter where you are, every light has a magnet on the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is a small light. So they have 3 sizes.
Skinny.
It is skinny. This is a super. We've actually fallen in love with Maxion at Mobile Tool Network. They've been a fabulous partner. They take care of their customer. They take care of the trucks.
Show that little scout light. This thing, if you guys haven't seen this light,
I'm almost out of
you're
them.
missing out.
So this is one of they've launched a lot of new lights. Maxion is working hard. Okay. Tool trucks have been blowing these out. Just a fabulous price light. Okay. Little tiny light with the clip, but what's beautiful about them is the head, so you can stick it on your shirt.
Yep.
Okay, right here. You can hold it in your hand with your thumb.
That thing is tiny. What was that, 1,000 lumens? It's something just ridiculous on this light.
600 lumens.
600 lumens.
That's a light that small, yeah.
It's ridiculous how tiny that little light is.
The new search point's the 1,000 lumen light. It's just a little bit bigger. Okay, just a little bit bigger, but it doesn't have the swivel head. But this swivel head hit like a truck when it came out.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
I was shocked.
It's ridiculous how bright that thing is. So these guys have tons of AirCat, and one of the tools that I was going to show was the long reach cutoff tool by AirCat.
Do we have one?
No.
Oh.
Because I was going to pull that, and that was going to be on sale.
Yep.
In my opinion, that is the best cutoff tool on the market, because you can get in places, you're not going to bog it down. It's a workhorse.
Well, I think one of the things that you do the best at, Clay, is finding tools that save people time, right? That long reach cutoff tool.
Yeah. It's a beast.
It's hard to keep in stock. It's a great tool. I mean, this is another one that you guys got to see. So the orange Cyclops light, it went out of stock forever.
Right.
It's back in stock. We're moving tons and tons of them. It's great.
So they've got tons of CTA stuff. Just loads and loads and loads of tools. There's no telling how much money in inventory. This is something I want to show.
Yeah.
Because Corey actually sent me a pair of these gloves. All right. They're great gloves. I know Mechanics Wear makes some quality gloves. If you buy Snap-on, you're buying a Mechanics Wear. If you buy Matco, you're buying a Mechanics Wear. Obviously, Mechanics Wear, they've got to the point where you have to pay Mechanics Wear tax. You know, it's just like Snap-on or anything else. These Alpha gloves are fantastic gloves. They have the impact protection on the back of the hands. These are great gloves, and the price is right on these boys. You can buy some Alpha gloves, and you're not going to hurt yourself when it comes to paying for them. They've got green, black, red coyote
If you can guess the most popular color we sell, I'll give you a pair.
green. Am I right?
No.
No? What's the best color?
Green is the most popular tool color in the world, but for alpha gloves, for some reason, the coyote.
Wow, cool. Those are great gloves.
Yeah.
And they're cheap. Like, they're cheap.
A good price glove.
This just hit me right here. For guys that don't own a pair of this relay bypass kit's great. This wire insertion tool is great. Like, a tool truck really does need to get on Mobile Tool Network's site. This is my favorite pliers rack in the world. For you guys that watch my snap-on videos, I actually had Hamilton order me one of these. These things are fantastic. What I like about them, you can cut it to fit your drawer.
Yeah.
I actually cut mine down. You just take a pair of those Nipex bolt cutters, snap it, it's super easy to cut, and actually use this side in my roll cart. So you kind of get double duty out of these. These are the best pliers racks made.
Plyworks makes those?
Yeah, I don't care what nobody says. Those are the king. Lane tools for days. Like, I love Lane. Lane's an American-made company. These compression testers. Guys, I know a lot of people that watch my channel look for ways to save money on tools. And obviously, money's hard to come by. The Snap-on set, any tool truck brand set is a Lane set. So, I'm not trying to hurt my tool truck buddies, but at the end of the day, if I've got to choose between my dealer making money and taking care of my family, you always got to put yourself first. Like, if you don't have to have the name brand, take a look at the Lane stuff. It's great tools. Like,
I think a lot of people don't know how much Lang actually puts together. Like this tool right here. When we were walking through, I don't think you even knew that we had this.
Yeah, the serpentine belt tool.
Yep.
Ratcheting, it's great. Awesome tool. There's my favorite test lead set. This is a cool set. Not everybody can afford to buy regular sockets and magnetic sockets. You guys probably remember when I bought the Matco version of these. They're made by Lang. Right here they are. You just simply insert them in your socket. It turns it into a magnetic socket. You can pop them back out with a pick. Now, granted, they're a bitch to get out. So when you put them in there, just be wary.
They're in there.
You're not going to pop them out easy. They come in the 2-pack set here that's got the metric NSE. It's a great value. It's a great way to get double duty out of your socket. So maybe you've upgraded and got a newer set of impact sockets. You want to turn your old ones into magnetic sockets. Here's a cheap way to kind of get more use out of your tools. But anyway, let me turn the camera back around, and I want to talk to Corey some more about some of you guys with tool trucks.
Yeah.
So I know you guys have grown a lot.
Yeah.
Like, tremendously grown. Your pricing has gotten...
We work hard at it, that's for sure.
I'm going to say this. Like, some of my tool truck guys are really good friends of mine, and we talk prices a lot. And Mobile Tool Network has really fought for the tool trucks, I guess is the right way to put it. Let's just talk about, I know shipping is a big thing with tool truck guys. Like, some of your competitors are much more money that they have to spend to get free shipping.
Yeah.
And you guys have, instead of taking the profit, you just taken the lick on the chin with the shipping cost and kept rolling.
I think that we look at our tool trucks, we only sell the tool trucks, so they're our partners. And so we talk to the tool trucks. Our minimum shipping cost for free shipping is only $100, and we have charged 0 surcharges through COVID.
Yeah.
And the reason we've done that is because we call our tool trucks, call and say, hey, what do you need to make this so it makes sense for all of us, as long as you can keep your prices intact. And so, yeah, they have, together, we have been able to keep it. It takes both of us. It's not just us saying, hey, we're only going to have free shipping over $100. It's us and the tool trucks having kind of a mutual respect of, you have good, honest prices and margins on the tools, and we will in turn take care of you this way. So you can say, if that tool cost me $150, when it gets to you, it still costs you $150. And so then you don't have to go to your customer and say, well, actually I got a surcharge for fuel,
Right.
Because that's what's happening right now.
Yeah.
So it's tough.
So What is the minimum buy-in to be part of the mobile tool network?
The minimum buy-in is calling Corey Arnold and filling out a form and
There you go.
and coming in and starting to work with the. I mean, mobile tool network is driven by the tool trucks, 100%. People call and give us feedback, and we listen. We can't always do everything that people want us to do, but I'll tell you what, I don't think you go from having 50 customers to almost 500 customers in less than 6 months without listening to your customers.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
Well, you guys are doing something right, and you want to tell everybody about SEMA, because this is exciting.
oh yeah. So we're gonna be at SEMA. We're gonna have a bigger booth this year. We're gonna be next to a lot of our friends, but we also are having a big welcome, a big customer appreciation event for all the tool trucks that are coming to SEMA. So if you're currently working with Mobile Tool Network, or you are thinking about working with Mobile Tool Network, get a hold of us. Let us know you're coming to SEMA Thursday night from 6:30 to 9:30. We're gonna be at Topgolf.
I'm coming to that.
Are you coming to that?
I'm coming to that.
Oh, I
yeah.
can't wait.
You guys drinking some beer?
Some people will be. That's for sure.
That sounds like a plan to me. So if you're interested in joining up with the Mobile Tool Network, it's not going to be a crazy minimum you have to spend.
Yep.
You know, they're just 100% here for you. The website is down here. It's really easy. It's MTN.tools.
Yep. There's a
No www, no .com, MTN.tools, and there's a form they click and
Yep, there's a register button there. It'll take you to a form to fill out, and we'll get a hold of you as soon as we can. I guess my parting words would be to anybody out there is that every tool you buy from Mobile Tool Network, we turn around and invest it in a future that is for mobile tool trucks
there you
and
go.
their customers.
There you go. All right, Corey, thanks for letting me pick out the sales. I want to show the table one more time before we close, because this is all tremendously great tools that if you're a tool truck, you can flip quickly. This tools your customers will want. And I got to pick the fall sale, so that's even better. All right, guys, like always, thanks for hanging out with us. If you're a tool truck, get out to Mobile Tool Network, and hey, it never hurts to have the tools your customers want and they see. So, all right, guys, like always, thanks for hanging out with us. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Check over here for merchandise, cool tools and discount codes down here. MTN.tools. If you're not subscribed, click that button. Y'all have a great week. See ya.